Got a little Mardi Gras second line in here.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, guys? Brian Olivard, Atlanta's Real Tall Realtor. We are here with another amazing episode of Put Your Money Where Your Mouth Is. I am joined today not only by my chiropractor, but also a friend, Mr. Dr. Francis Marcone.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome. Looking forward to enjoying some king cake and just figuring out if we like this or not. And
Have you had king cake before?
It's been many years. So,
Okay, so before we dive in, today is the Mardi Gras edition. If you're not familiar, I'm a New Orleans boy. I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I moved to Atlanta years ago and started this amazing real estate career that I'm fortunate to continue to practice in. And part of that journey is meeting amazing other small business owners, like we're gonna call him Frank. You can find him at Francis Marcone on Facebook, but I call him Frank. So tell us a little bit about your business, how long you've been doing it, what's going on.
Well, thanks. Right, I'll take over from here. I'm a chiropractor, and what I do is work with the nervous system. You know, most people think that chiropractic is just about neck pain and back pain, and in actuality, it's about making sure there's no nerve interference in your body so that your body can function better. And that's my job. I look for one thing, and that's called the subluxation.
Subluxation.
That's it, baby.
That's the word. I practiced all day yesterday for it.
Or sublimation, as he likes to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, my job is real easy. It's to find this misalignment that's interfering with the communication between your brain and your body. Once I do that, the body can heal on itself. So in essence, that's what chiropractic is.
And so in my case, like I started coming to Frank, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
We took a little time off, we kind of got better, so we weren't coming as much,
Exactly.
and my body, I literally went in here. I walked into this today, into his office, hyped up, 2 cups of coffee. I had an amazing day, starting off 7 o'clock with my business coach. He's like, oh, go in that room and relax. So there's like a meditation room.
Yeah, we have a resting suite where we have 0 gravity chairs, where it's the least amount of stress on your spine, and you hang out in there for about 15 minutes. We have you acclimate to the temperature, kind of remove any variables, and we want people to relax in here.
Yeah, so I was like, how am I going to do this with any kind of energy if you put me to sleep? But what I will tell you is that, I mean, besides getting in trouble in that room for being on my phone, it's like one of the only times that I actually take a second to relax. And would you say that my nervous system is messed up more than most? Because you say communication to the brain. I've been accused before of having a lack of communication from my body to my brain.
That's a different episode.
Yeah.
So what basically happens is we're constantly bombarded by stress nowadays. We have physical stress, we have accidents, we have injuries, we have chemical stress, there's toxins in the air, toxins in our food. We have emotional stress, doing a Facebook Live. So these things tend to affect our nervous system. And so when our nervous system stops adapting to stress, that's when I come in and help your nervous system adapt better.
Yeah, and I prefer just to let him take care of that. So we can give you more information at the end of this, but what we're getting into, is this your first Facebook Live?
It is, actually.
Because he's doing it like a pro. Give him some hearts, guys. I mean, my boy Frank here, he volunteered to do this with me. We've been trying to do it for a while. We're actually going to do popcorn because he cracks bags, pop, kind of how punny. Anyway, so he and I, if you had a behind the scenes of what goes on, first of all, I barely fit on the table. And then, as many of you know, I'm kind of a driver. I like to be in control, and I openly admit that. Well, to allow somebody to, I mean, how does that experience, like, do I seem tense, or what's that like?
Yeah, definitely. But then, sometimes you just gotta pull the reins back and then let him know that this is my house, and then I gotta drive the boat.
Yeah, he always tells me that. So
he's gonna have to move the table over a little bit now because he's so long.
Yeah.
Plus, after
take a deep breath, guys.
He's 7'4" now.
Yeah. now I've elongated, so I have to go get new clothes once again. Anyway, guys, so King Cake Edition. If you don't know, I always do annually a Mardi Gras party for all of the Real Tall Real Estate clients. We are so appreciative and so fortunate to be able to have such an amazing group of people that year after year either buy and sell with us or they refer their friends and family. So we're super honored for that. And so one thing that I love and I've been doing since I moved here, and it's slowly gotten larger, is I do a Mardi Gras themed party. And I used to ship king cakes in, but this year they were in such demand. I don't know what happened if they had more people in New Orleans. But I decided, and this is almost blasphemy, to eat king cakes, being a New Orleans boy, from an outsider. So I'm going to go ahead, just because a lot of you, if you have ever purchased a king cake from Publix here in Atlanta, it hurts my heart, but these are not king cakes. And I can tell you one of them is looking amazing, giving me that Manny Randazzo feel, and the other one has more of a Haydale kind of McKinsey's feel. So if you've had king cake or been to New Orleans, please tell us, comment below when you went and what your favorite king cake was. So we're going to try these two out. Now I can tell you, so what we're looking at is we have one from Henri's Bakery, which has been around since the dawn of time. And then the other one is a French name that even when you call, they speak to you in French.
So it should be good.
Yeah, so that's Douce de Francais, which we went on, Ryan and I went on our honeymoon in France. So I probably should know a little bit better how to say that, but not really my first language. So which one do you want to try first?
Let's try the one that doesn't look as well.
Okay.
So this
well,
one.
you can't say that because you don't know. Like it's that one of them looks very frosted. It has that like glazed look, which is a Manny Randazzo look, and the other one has more the sugar cinnamon look. So the first thing off,
I'm a Randazzo guy, as you can tell. I mean, I feel like a big goomba here.
We got the beads, everything. So, what's your first impression of the look, the presentation?
Right. So presentation.
I mean, did you want to take? They have all kinds of things. They put streamers in it and all this stuff. So they're trying to make it a little bit festive.
I'll be back. Hold on.
Okay. This is a cream cheese filled one because since cinnamon and sugar, I actually like some more.
All right.
There you go.
Awesome.
You're really in it. So, this is a man you can trust to crack your back.
Totally.
All right. So first of all, did you do your research on the king cake?
So I did, and I read about it this morning, and I forgot everything already. But no, I think it got its name from the Day of the Three Kings, and you eat king cake from the day of Kings up until Fat Tuesday.
Yep. And so New Orleans, first of all, for all my Mobile people out there, yes, y'all started the first Mardi Gras. There is a little bit of a competition there, but New Orleans just made it great. So I have a lot of New Orleans friends that are like, oh, we started it, and then my Mobile friends are like, no, we originated it. So
at the bottom line is like, are we having fun? Right?
I'm just here to eat cake, and that's really what I'm doing here. So it's been a couple years since I've been back to New Orleans because I've hosted this party, but let's dive in. So why don't you go ahead, since this is your house.
All right.
And tell us where you're located right now as you kind of cut this. And don't, you want me to cut it? Because you seem like you might.
I mean,
hurt
me and
somebody.
knives, no, I'm a very positioned guy. You know?
Okay.
So we're in Midtown, the heart of Midtown, right off of Piedmont Avenue, 1512 Piedmont Avenue. And it's where the Mix, the old Burkhart's is. And so just this place has been a staple in Atlanta, in Midtown.
Right.
It's been a chiropractic office for about 25 years. So it's got some longevity, and we know what we're doing here.
How long have you been in this location?
I've been in this location since September 2012, so about 7.5 years.
Okay, awesome. And then do you have a second location, or did you have a second location?
No, but we are planning on opening up a new location, yes.
Okay. Why are you open? Just they're busy. Bring it on.
So
Let me cut this. You really are taking your time. Don't stand in a way of a real tall man and a cake. So we're gonna do smaller pieces here, but when the cameras go off, all bets are off. Like we're gonna play nice. Like we are actually gonna chew our food. Now this is supposed to be cream cheese filled, and I'll tell you right now.
Looks a little dry.
Yeah. So Henri's, you may have mislabeled this. Now I'm taking this bigger piece here because
You're a bigger guy.
I deserve it.
You work out hard, man. You work hard.
We work out. Now, let me tell you why I come to Frank. Part of it is because when I do start to actively work out, I mean, this is like a big 18-wheeler. And I go to the refinery gym, I started taking these classes, and they're like, oh, jump on this box and then go into a burpee and all this. This is not a jump over box burpee kind of body. Like, it doesn't happen. I eat cake. But even with that, I'm anywhere from 260 to 300 pounds typically. Right now I'm in between sizes. So I come here because I don't sleep well at night. My oxygen flow, like I feel like what happens when your arm kind of falls asleep a little bit? Are the nerves pinching? What is that?
There's some nerve pressure there for sure.
Okay, so that's why I originally started coming to him. So it's most people think that you come to a chiropractor because you get in an accident or something like that. That's not the case. This is self-care. Sometimes people go for massage. Sometimes people come here. I like to mix them both up. I just had a session, and when I tell you, woke me right up. Like kind of like I don't know what it is. It's just crazy.
Well, the power's on. We removed the interference between the brain and the body. Your body's communicating better, and you're more alive. Nothing's bigger than life.
Now, if we were in New Orleans right now, we'd be having Bloody Marys having this conversation, which would make it more fun. All right, let's dive into this king cake
All right,
here.
man. Hold on, to go cheers, actually. Yeah.
Oh, cheers. You might not want to eat that to blow.
It's all right. I've eaten worse. One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
Oh, are there rules?
We
I
should-
like that you're holding the baby there. Now, it is tradition that you hide the baby in the king cake, but they stopped doing it because people were choking on it. Some people ruin all the fun. If you get the baby, then you buy the next king cake. That's kind of the tradition. And these parties used to happen starting at 12th night all the way until Fat Tuesday, which is next week. And so I can't wait. Tomorrow night, we're actually at Urban Tree Cidery with all of our clients. It's catered by Keith Hand with Bridge Catering. It's going to be awesome. Are you coming?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
All right. First thoughts.
Dry as hell.
No, you got to be nice. You
Oh,
can't,
sorry,
I mean, you can give your honest opinion, but
Sure.
sorry,
Oh.
Honorees.
Sorry. So, I didn't like it. I gotta tell you, it wasn't something I wanted to put in my mouth again, but it's definitely very sugary. I mean, brioche.
Brioche. That's a good word.
Brioche.
Yeah.
I felt like it could be, I mean, obviously a little, I hate to use the word moist, but it should be. And it's cake, and I think moist and cake goes
Hand in hand.
hand in hand.
So I'll be honest with you, they nailed the topping on it, which is cinnamon sugar. I think one of two of God's greatest creations on earth is cinnamon and sugar.
No,
but
that was good.
this was supposed to be a cream cheese, so I will say, Honorees, I'm gonna call you out on that. You sold me one at the price of these king cakes. Maybe you should know your product.
Cream cheese.
There's zero in here, but they sugared the bread. The bread shouldn't be as sweet as it is. Like basically you know,
Overload.
it's got a lot of sweetness to it,
Got it.
and I can handle a lot of sugar. So that to me, now I do think that they decorated it nicely, and I love a festive themed out party. But Honorees, you're not getting. I would say you're more like a McKinsey's, but I can't even put the two together. So if you're in the Atlanta area. If you've never had king cake before, this will actually be okay, but
It's a starter cake.
It's a starter cake. Like you got to training wheels. You got to crawl before you can walk.
Right.
Now this one, I'm going to tell you right now, they answered the phone in French. Now I'll tell you, this is something. Two things that I love about Mardi Gras: king cakes and Popeyes fried chicken. You eat it along the parade route. It's a free show. It's one of the greatest free shows in the world. I want this piece right here, so
Go for it, man. Take your time.
if you're seeing this one has a glazed icing on it.
Need the chicken.
We're gonna turn this camera off and probably finish this one after we taste it.
Yes.
But there's something to say about sea level. Holy crap! Let's take that box. Perfect.
Got it.
Trying to make the dream happen here, guys. Sorry. Popeyes fried chicken in New Orleans is different than Popeyes fried chicken in Atlanta or anywhere else. And as someone who is a fried chicken connoisseur, it has to do with the water and the brining process. Okay, they got so much icing on this. I'm gonna just touch a piece. All right,
That's great.
Okay, I want this piece right here.
There you go.
So I can already tell you. Look, this cake's pretty moist.
Yeah, it looks. I want to eat 2 pieces already, and I haven't had a bite yet, so I can tell. It's good.
Yeah, I've been watching this. I picked it up yesterday morning. The people at the place were lovely. Here we go. First bite. Cheers. Okay.
That was fire.
It's delicious.
Yes. Yes.
I will tell you, Douce de Francais, it's in Marietta.
They nailed it.
It's amazing. But I will say, it is no Manny Randazzo's. So, the sugar that's glazed on it, it's almost like they make donuts and they put that on there as far as and there's a difference between a donut glaze and a cinnamon roll glaze. Did you know that?
Definitely not.
Okay.
But break it
Google
down.
it. I don't have the chemistry. I'm more of a business math guy.
You got it.
But I can tell you that's what I'm thinking. This tastes more like a donut and less like a king cake. And king cake is not a large cinnamon roll. I've had somebody call it that. But that's interesting. So, guys, if you're in the Atlanta area, if I had to choose between the two, now the AJC online had 5 places that you could get king cakes. I wasn't driving to all 5. I just wanted a selection of 2. What would be your
Hands down, Douceur de France.
Douceur de France? I
Yes.
mean, listen to that accent. I bet you say cordon bleu too.
Cordon bleu.
Yeah.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya, les éléments enroulés. Anyway, so this king cake, and it's a smaller king cake than this. This seems a little more dense in the breading. This was This was $19.99 for this king cake.
Wow.
I would call ahead and let them know you have until Tuesday. They are taking orders for it. I would probably give this over anything. No Publix, not my thing. What last words do you have to say?
Last words.
Tell me what the biggest misconception about the chiropractor world is.
I think I mentioned it earlier, but I think the biggest misconception is that we're just about neck pain and back pain. So what does that mean? All right, we had a new patient a couple weeks ago, a 24-year-old young lady who was dealing with severe constipation. All right, crazy. Why go to a chiropractor?
If you eat the rest of this king cake, you're gonna be suffering for the same thing. So
come here. I'll help you with that. But yeah, so she can go like 2 to 3 weeks at a time without having a bowel movement. Crazy. And so I know nothing to do with chiropractic, right? But it has everything to do with the nervous system. Her body, her brain wasn't able to tell her stomach and her digestive system how to work properly.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is actually really interesting. I mean, it's disgusting, but it's interesting.
It is. It's just disgustingly interesting. But so we did a workup. We tested her nervous system. We found that her nervous system wasn't functioning properly, and we do that. We have infrared thermography, and thermography just means heat, and so it reads the heat in the body, and we know that the nervous system controls the heat in your body, or temperature in your body, and so that gives us information on when to adjust or when not to adjust. So we're very specific about when we actually put force into the body.
Yeah.
And
So because there's been some days when I've wanted you to
Exactly.
crack me, and he
Right.
hates when you say crack, but I mean, let's get real.
Adjust is the term.
Yeah.
But listen, you work with what you got sometimes, right? So crack it is. But yeah, so basically we adjusted her, and literally after that first adjustment, she's actually been going to the bathroom regularly. So we just reconnected her body, and so her body just started functioning better. So
Okay.
yeah, if you need to poop, give me a call. I
Yeah.
got this.
We're gonna do a quick survey. So he's at this location, and they're bringing something downstairs,
Yes,
right?
yes.
What are they bringing downstairs?
So they're bringing a male strip club called Johnson's downstairs.
Classy.
So
Like-
yeah, I mean clearly, crack up top, Johnson's on the bottom. As my
Yeah.
friends
Yes.
say.
I thought he was like, I think I have to move because it seems like it might not be as a professional atmosphere. I'll be honest with you. I mean, some people may get later appointments just so they can hit the club after. I mean, I think when you're marketing to people, you need to think about the demographic that comes in and the target audience you want to reach. So
Sure.
I don't think people are going to get offended by the location. I mean, you're in the heart of Midtown, and I think it's convenient either way.
Yeah, it is gonna be. I'm not sure about how the music situation is gonna work, because it's gonna be under us.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Won't it open late?
I mean, what people say they're gonna do and they actually do are two different things.
You're right. You're right. I
But
mean,
again, I mean, it's a strip club in a professional building. But I have my thoughts on it. But I would love for you guys to put in the comments what you guys think. If it's cool.
Yeah,
if
so
it's
in the
weird,
comments,
if it's weird.
help him out. Frank Marcone, Lifestyle Chiropractic. He wants to know if you would still come to a chiropractor that was above a strip club. So please, yes or no in the comments. Any last words before we?
Just wanted to thank you for having me on. I mean, this has been a blast. I really wish you guys could see what it looks like off camera because it's this on steroids, basically.
It's a little bit of a production. He was like, "Oh, we're doing this," but yeah, it takes a little bit to set up. But I love doing it. It's kind of You know, you all know me, I do real estate, but I don't always like to just talk real estate. The one thing I will say at the end of this is inventory is extremely low. We're seeing a lot of high invest still. We're listing and getting multiple offers, and then Ryan is on the buy side that is literally just competing constantly for highest and best. So if you or someone you know is thinking about listing, give us a call. If you have some extreme equity and you were considering a move, give us a call. We can dive a little bit deeper into that and really kind of have the conversation. No fuss, no muss. You know, we're a soft sell on this one, so we're not gonna hassle you. If you wanna just jump on a call or grab a quick coffee, 404-909-4061. And I just say happy Mardi Gras to all my people in New Orleans and Mobile. Have a safe Mardi Gras. And we love you all, and to my clients and those agent to agent referral partners and those other referral partners that send us business constantly in our sphere, we will see you tomorrow night. Les bon temps roulé.
Thank you. Ditto.
Ditto.